on your speech. Okay. Let
Okay, okay.
let Melinda
Thank you.
introduce to the audience. Yeah, go ahead.
Hi Danijula, how are you?
Hi, thank you. I'm great. How are you?
I am doing good, thank you. So let me introduce you. Let me give you a brief description about it. Okay.
Thank you.
So yes, Danijula is on the stage. So welcome Danijula on the stage. Danijula is a certified clinical hypnotherapist and psychotherapist specializing in rapid transformational therapy. Her expertise lies in addressing female fertility concerns, PTSD, autoimmune illness, pain relief, career development, motivation, public speaking, and sports performance. She received her hypnotherapy qualification from the RTT School in London, founded by the renowned therapist and author Marisa Peer. With a master's degree in law from the University of Kragujevac, Serbia, Danijila serves clients worldwide, offering therapy primarily in English and Serbian. Passionate about nature and painting, she is an empathetic and compassionate therapist who deeply cares about her clients. She views her clients as individuals with unique challenges and strives to assist them with understanding and genuine concern. Thank you so much. This was a beautiful introduction of Daneshna. You can occupy the stage. Good luck.
Thank you.
We wish you all the very best. That is it.
The enigma of life has always been a mysterious secret to all those who sought answers outside of themselves. In order to find a way to our life purpose, we must connect to our inner voice. That inner voice that guides us is our intuition, our inner guidance. Our life purpose is revealed to us through our life experiences. The biggest power we possess is located in our subconscious mind. But our subconscious mind is an amazing paradox. It does not have any ability to reason by itself, but it still possesses an amazing number of abilities and factors of intelligence. Your subconscious mind has 5 internal senses: inner vision, inner hearing, inner voice, inner smell, and inner taste. We actually prove this by having it while we dream. How is this possible if we sleep? It is possible because you use the 5 subconscious senses of your subconscious mind. It is this potential where you can use your subconscious senses for the visualization process. In fact, you must use your inner senses to create a mental picture of your goals. When you create a vision of your achieved goals, you must know that it will be the mental equivalent of your reality. When you create a vision of your goals, it must be clear, precise, and permeated with emotions. Achieving goals starts from within. Creating a goal is an internal activity, and building a goal is an external activity. What does your internal goal building look like? First, you must know the laws of the mind so that you can cooperate with your mind. The first law says your mind has only one job: to help you survive on the planet. I worked with a client who had problems getting pregnant. She was diagnosed with a secondary infertility. And to every woman who has problems with pregnancy, I always say, get pregnant with a vision. Your mind is the uterus. It is the creative center of your being. I tell my clients to be precise when they create a vision, whether they want a boy, a girl, or twins. The goal is not to get pregnant, but to give birth to a healthy baby. Then, as a good detective, I investigate the subconscious as a bank and storehouse of memories, impulses, and desires. Because the subconscious does what it is programmed to do. The best analogy is with artificial intelligence. Artificial intelligence is an amazing platform capable of performing millions of calculations per second, but it is completely indifferent whether it is necessary to start a nuclear war or to solve the problem of world hunger. Just as the body can be filled with toxins due to wrong nutrition, the mind can also be filled with wrong programming. The subconscious mind is equally happy when it builds and when it destroys the body because it will only create what it is programmed to create. As children, we were completely open to programming. We were programmed by our parents, teachers, environment. This is precisely why we have so many inappropriate and incorrect thoughts and beliefs. The first words we spoke were the words of our parents. I worked with a client who did not want to be a mother. She told me that she didn't know why she never thought about having a child, while all her friends dreamed about it. She was condemned by her family and friends. During our therapy, we found out that the cause of her resistance to motherhood was actually deeply rooted in a traumatic experience she went through when her mother was in about the 6th month of pregnancy. Her mother was beaten by her mother-in-law during pregnancy, and she, as a fetus, was trapped in her mother's stomach. She felt trapped, she felt scared, and overwhelmed with stress. She could only hear a huge noise because the only sense that is fully developed in the womb is hearing due to amniotic fluid. My client accessed her earliest life experience, a life lesson from which the subconscious beliefs were born. The subconscious beliefs that were born before my client, namely, it is not safe to be pregnant, and you can die together with the baby, and it is not safe to be a baby. My client accessed the earliest life experience of trauma and her fetal memories. These fetal memories, experiences, impulses, emotions, and fears shaped my client's beliefs. Her subconscious was trying to protect her from ever again getting into a situation where she would be helpless or stuck. That response to fear that makes us fight or run away from it was not available to her. She was stuck in her mother's womb. I asked her, "What is this pain trying to teach you?" Ask yourself, what is my pain trying to teach me? There is an acronym. Pay attention inwards now. The answer can lie in understanding these prenatal beliefs and prenatal trauma. This leads us to the second law of the mind. The mind always tries to move you away from pain and closer to pleasure. And the key is that the subconscious can always be reprogrammed and that old, limiting, outdated beliefs can be eliminated. The key is that you need to constantly reprogram your mind for health, success, offspring. That is how I reprogrammed this woman and freed her from her limiting, outdated beliefs about motherhood. And then I connected motherhood with pleasure and satisfaction. As you can see, the first cause is thought, and thought is expressed through words. The only intangible power you know is thought. So choose to think only positive, encouraging thoughts. I was born to succeed, and I have everything I need to succeed in life, and I am worthy. In life, we do not always get what we want, but according to the mental equivalent, it must first be established in our subconscious mind for a chance of success. Because one of the laws of the mind is reflection. That is, what you present to your mind will present to you in reality. Let me give you an example. Novak Djokovic had only one belief at the age of 7. I was born to be world's number one. And then later, he had another belief that everything is possible in life. He believed that he belonged at the top, and he believed that he can get to the top and that he can stay there. He visualized. In sports, you need to have a belief and a talent. Athletes visualize all the time. They see themselves beating world records. They feel themselves beating world records. They believe that they belong at the top and that they deserve to get to the top. Having the right belief will help you push yourself harder and do more. Having a belief that you belong at the top will get you there. And now we return to programming from childhood, because then we were like a blank slate where adults write their beliefs. We learn all our fears. In order to be able to recognize a dream as a dream, a person must first wake up. Likewise, in order to become aware of our subconscious fears and mental blocks, we have to make them aware, because our inner child lives in the reality of its childhood trauma. Our inner child lives in the reality of their childhood fear, feelings, and pain. If a child has always encountered judgment and criticism from parents, such as, you will never be good at anything, you're stupid, you're useless, then when this child grows up, he will be reluctant to even try to reach their goals. Your emotion has dominant power over logic, and that is another law of the mind. If you associate pain, failure, having selective amnesia with going to the exam, then you will sabotage yourself and postpone the action that will lead you to your goal. If, on the other hand, you associate having perfect memory, retention, recall, happiness with going to the exam, then you will take the exam with confidence. In order to achieve your goals, you need to eliminate the thought of failure. You need to redefine failure. A very successful entrepreneur, Sarah Blakely, understood the true meaning of failure even in her childhood. Her father encouraged her to try something new every day, and when she shared her failures with him, they celebrated as if she had achieved success. And that is how she understood that the true meaning of failure was not trying, living in fear of failure. The fear of failure loses its power over you when you confront it and address it. Another law of the mind is that the mind learns through repetition. Tell yourself, I refuse to settle for less than I deserve, and I turn my dreams into goals, and my goals into plans, and my plans into reality. Tell yourself, my goal is possible. My ideas are valuable and important. And I'm capable of learning new things. When we set a clear goal, we have to make a plan of action. We have to ask ourselves what experience, knowledge, beliefs, and skills I need to have to achieve that goal. If your goal is to become a teacher, then you must develop communication skills, interpersonal skills, leadership skills, organization skills. You need to have a vision and a plan and appropriate beliefs. And you need to have your goals written down because you can expand them and enrich them. By writing them down, you will be more dedicated and committed to your goals. Your subconscious mind does not have the ability to think critically. That is why he works according to programs, according to the blueprint. This is precisely why our subconscious sometimes works against our wishes and intentions, even when we want something so desperately as conception. Many women have been trying not to get pregnant for a very long time, and every time they took the birth control pill, it was a visual and mental contraception. The conscious mind is like a camera, and subconscious mind is the recorded material. That is why it is necessary to determine which subconscious beliefs are responsible for the impossibility of conception. One client said to me, "Why doesn't God give me a baby?" And "The doctor told me that I will never be able to get pregnant." This is an example of negative programming. One of my clients lost a twin during pregnancy. In hypnosis, her subconscious showed her the scenes that were the direct reason for the impossibility of conception. During her pregnancy with twins, and due to certain complications, she had to sign a consent form to have one of the twins removed from the womb. She was heartbroken. Her spirit was broken. She felt enormous pain and grief over losing her baby. And then I asked her, "What is this pain trying to teach you?" And she said, "I have no control. I'm at the mercy of something beyond myself, and I must never experience this again." After this traumatic experience, her subconscious mind activated the protection program. It was trying to protect her from ever again experiencing the pain and grief over losing her baby. And that is why she had problems with secondary infertility. However, the key to using the power of your subconscious mind is in constant reprogramming for health, success, offspring. I helped this woman get rid of her limiting all beliefs about pregnancy and motherhood, and then I reprogrammed her for easy, natural conception, perfect pregnancy, healthy baby that develops perfectly, and an easy delivery. So now the new programs work for her because her subconscious, like a computer, applies the programs installed. Give every thought, observation, validation, examination, and reframe it. Now, new programs work for this woman. I'm grateful to be a mother because my heart is filled with unconditional love. And I feel blessed to be a mother because it gives me a purpose. Now she associates pregnancy with pleasure and satisfaction. We must open ourselves to the unknown within us, to all the secrets of our subconscious mind. Let me tell you a story about a very successful entrepreneur, Sarah Blakely. She believed that a big dream was waiting for her. She had an idea of creating a product that would help millions of women, and she gave her subconscious clear instructions to send her a problem that she could solve. And she waited for almost 2 years to get from an idea to a vision and then to a plan. And at the same time, she understood the true meaning of failure. Her definition of failure was not trying. She didn't have any experience in sales, fashion industry, retail, marketing, but she was prepared to learn. And one of the keys of her success was that she didn't tell any of her family and friends about her ideas for a very long time because she knew that with the best of intentions and concern, they might affect negatively on her belief system. Because when you introduce doubt into a belief, it loses its power. She admits that many people told her that she will never achieve success, but she didn't let her subconscious take over other people's beliefs. She was mentally resilient. She knew how to collaborate with her mind. Get pregnant with a vision. Your mind is the uterus. It takes 9 months to give birth to a baby. It takes time to get from an idea to a vision and then to a plan. Think about all the beliefs that you need to achieve your goals. Write them down and affirm them every day. And remember that you were born with perfect self-confidence, but it is filled with limiting beliefs that you can remove. Write down all your beliefs and affirm them every day. I'm strong. I am mentally resilient. I'm proud of my decisions. The only approval I need is my own. Maybe you have health goals, relationship goals, or monetary goals, but you need to write them down. Look at the example of Sarah. She knew how to collaborate with her mind. She was prepared to learn. And she had the right belief that she was worthy of her dreams. Sarah was confident, determined, patient, and she was ready to take the risks. Tell yourself, I'm worthy, and I believe that I'm worthy to reach my goals. Remember to use the word my when you speak about your goals, because it is a possessive word. It has a lot of power. Just like when you say my hand, my house, my car, because you will want more to achieve that goal when you say my goal. Be connected to your purpose. I have master's degree in law, but that was never my purpose. To discover what your purpose is, the best question to ask yourself, to ask your subconscious mind before going to bed is, what job could I do for the rest of my life, even for free, because I'm so passionate about it? Sleep removes time and space from us. In dreams, we can step into the unknown and we can connect to our spiritual being. Every idea, creation, invention, discovery is a product of a human mind and spirit. And the inventors knew this, and they asked their subconscious questions before going to bed. They knew about the collaboration with the mind. Send your subconscious a clear and precise request, and the answer will follow. If you don't have what you want in life, that means that you're not communicating in the right way with your mind. To reach any goal, you need to give yourself positive suggestions. Imagine if you had to give a presentation and if you kept repeating to yourself, I don't want this, I hate this. Instead of that, Give yourself positive suggestions. Tell yourself, I love this, I want this, I'm good at this. You teach your mind to give precise directions and instructions. Because one of the laws of the mind is that your mind always tries to move you away from pain and closer to pleasure. That means that you need to connect pleasure with your goals, not pain. A very important thing about reaching your goals is that you need to be prepared to take the risks. Successful people, when they encounter rejection, continue on. Michael Jordan, one of the greatest basketball players, admits that he failed so many times. And he said that he could accept failure because everyone fails at something, but he could not accept not trying again. So you have to be brave, daring, and ready to take the risk that is necessary to achieve your goals. One man who broke the world record and ran 1 mile in 4 minutes was Roger Bannister in 1955. He was not only one of the greatest athletes of the last century, but an innovator, an example of change, and an icon of success. For years, runners fought against the clock and tried to break through this barrier, and they thought it was impossible. It was a mental and physical barrier. It was truly the holy grail of athletic achievement. Roger Bannister left a real legacy and a lesson for all who see the role of leadership in getting things done in ways that have never been done before. Behind his success was a mental model. Runners in the past were convinced that they could not win the battle against the clock. But Roger Bannister showed that the mental equivalent of his belief was manifested out in reality. Before him, runners thought that it was impossible, so they had the model of impossible thinking. And Roger Bannister had the model of possible thinking. He made the perceived impossible possible. He saw the invisible before he could do the impossible. Therefore, it is necessary to transform your sense of what is possible because it will make you a leader in every field. How long does it take to change our subconscious beliefs and reprogram our mind? There is a myth that it takes 21 days to create new beliefs, but in fact, research shows that we only create new neural connections, new neural pathways, new mental visions. We learn the language of a new program and we start creating new habits. But for a long-term change, it takes about 2 months, around 66 days, according to one research. One of the guardians of the gate of success is that you need to speak highly of yourself. Learn to praise yourself. Begin with the end result in mind and start controlled daydreaming. Imagine if you're already a successful writer, a very successful entrepreneur. Imagine how would you feel? How would you behave? Imagine your lifestyle. Understanding the power of language is very important because we express our subconscious beliefs through words. When we are sick, our language is psychosomatic, and that indicates how powerless we are in the face of illness. Illness always points the finger at the place where a person is weak and small. Consider a placebo. It is the belief that a treatment procedure, a pill, will work. This encourages a stronger connection between body and mind to work together for healing. Then the expectation of healing is created. Researchers believe that it involves a complex neurobiological reaction that increases feel good neurotransmitters such as endorphins, serotonin, dopamine. But the placebo effect is not only related to the activation and release of brain powers. A small treatment ritual is needed to be effective. Previously, the placebo effect was thought to work only through deception. That is, you have to be tricked into thinking that the treatment is real. But new research suggests that it is possible to get placebo effects even if you know that the treatments are fake. A concept known as open label placebo. And why does it work? Because open label placebo already has the word placebo in its name, which activates your subconscious belief about the power of placebo and its effectiveness. If you have health goals, know that instead of fighting the symptoms of the disease, use the symptoms to heal yourself because a symptom is a somatic symbol of what is missing in our consciousness. It is a physical image of what is missing in our soul. When I was diagnosed with insulin resistance, I had to start using injections and I was afraid of needles. However, I knew that I had to associate pleasure with the needle and not pain. I knew that I had to give myself positive suggestions. I said to myself, I want this. I like the needle. This helps me. This brings me closer to health. And this will turn my insulin resistance into insulin sensitivity. I created an expectation of healing. I knew that I had to collaborate with my mind. So you have to cooperate with your mind. Believe that a bigger dream awaits you. Your dreams were given to you for a reason. If you ever think about giving up on your dreams, ask yourself this: would you be happy and fulfilled if your dreams died with you? Expectancy is the atmosphere for miracles. Whatever we plant in our subconscious mind and nourish with emotion and repetition will one day become a reality. Believe in your infinite potential. Your only limitations are those you set upon yourself.
Thank you, Danzilla. That was an excellent talk on uh,
Thank you.
Law. Yes, that's an excellent talk on law of minds, Angela. Thank you so much for the enlightening speech today. So this is Melinda Roy. So we have a question from our audience. Here is the question: whether subconscious exposure to irrelevant emotional information, the surrounding social atmosphere, affects the way we learn.
Can you please repeat the question, but slowly?
Yes, whether subconscious exposure to irrelevant emotional information affects the way we learn.
I don't hear you well.
Let
Can
me
you
ask
please?
you the question again.
Yes, thank you.
Can you hear me? Well, can you hear me well? Can you hear me well?
Yes, yes, I can hear you.
Okay, perfect. So the question here is whether subconscious exposure to irrelevant emotional information, example surrounding social atmosphere, affects the way we learn.
I didn't hear every word, but I think the question was related to if we expose our subconscious mind to something that was emotionally damaging, negative. Can you repeat the other part of the question?
Yeah, that's correct. So will it affect the way we learn?
Will it affect the way we learn?
Yes, that's correct.
If we expose our subconscious to what?
To irrelevant emotional information.
To irrelevant.
Yes,
Will that affect our ability to learn?
yes, that's correct.
Mhm. Okay, so our subconscious mind learns through repetition. Our subconscious mind is like a sponge. It absorbs every information and it downloads all the programs, all the memories, impulses, desires, experiences, fears, emotions from the moment we are in the womb, because we can also access our fetal prenatal memories and also the memories from our earliest childhood. And we are exposed to all those programs for decades, for years. But when we do therapy, then we have a chance to eliminate those negative, limiting, outdated beliefs. And then we can focus on our personal growth and recovery. So if we don't do anything about eliminating those old programs that we are exposed to. For example, if a person was told that he was stupid and couldn't achieve anything in life, and that person, when it grows up, it will learn that he can't achieve anything. He will be reluctant to even try to achieve their goals. So, any negativity we're exposed to is affecting our ability to make a progress, to work on our personal growth, and to heal our trauma, to heal our past experiences.
Wow, that answers the question. Thank you so much for your time, and it's very
Thank you.
knowledgeable, very engaging throughout the session. We enjoyed your speech. Thank you so much. We look forward to work with you. Thank you.
Thank you. It was beautiful experience seeing you and working with you. You're so kind. Have a wonderful day.
You too. Hope you like the session, and we'll send you
Bye.
information. Thank you.
Thank you.
Bye.
Have a nice
Bye.
Thank
day.
you. Bye.
So, audience, that's Danajila. So, let's move on to the next session. So, please join the next session.
So please join our next speaker, Regina Patil. Please join the session.
Yes.